I'm watching Janelle Brown's next moves closely to see if she's going to stay on Sister Wives. I think she could leave the show. Sister Wives Season 19 has shown a whole new side of Janelle Brown. And now that she's moved away from the family homestead, sold her Coyote Pass parcel, and started working toward her dream of owning a flower farm, I'll be watching her next moves closely as an indicator of what she's going to be up to next. Janelle, who spent over 30 years of her life married to Cody Brown, has had an incredibly tough time in the last few years. While she's been working on herself, Janelle's been dealing with some difficulties in her life as of late. Though Sister Wives Season 19 has shown a new side of Janelle that viewers may not have realized was even there, her ability to be strong through a storm is unbelievable. Janelle's strength throughout her difficulties with Cody and Robin Brown has been immeasurable, and her ability to bring Mary Brown and Cristin Brown into the loop when she needs them has been wonderful to see. Despite knowing that Janelle has been struggling and making a new life for herself as a result, I'm feeling uncertain about what's next for the Sister Wives star after suffering personal tragedy once again. Although Janelle has been upfront about the way she's been living her life in recent months, her move to North Carolina did feel like a bit of a surprise to Sister Wives viewers. While Janelle has been hoping to be around her kids and grandkids more frequently, the passing of her son Garrison Brown proved to push Janelle to take steps toward getting what she wanted. Making the move quickly, Janelle made it clear that she was ready to jump at any moment when it came to being closer to her family. Janelle's move to North Carolina definitely signaled some change for the Brown family as a whole. Throughout the last few years, the family has been breaking apart slowly, splintering away from one another as they've moved through the difficult moments both together and apart. While they're still a family in some sense, Janelle's kids are her biggest priority, and her thoughts about the rest of the former Sister Wives or Cody have become far more secondary. Although Janelle has always been more of an outsider in terms of family drama anyway, she's really taken herself out of the mix with her move to North Carolina in the way she's spoken about Flagstaff in recent months. Sharing that she made a final trip to the family's Arizona city to pick up belongings she had in a storage unit, Janelle was ready to move on from the place that she struggled so heartily in. Removing herself from the family drama also appears to be a part of Janelle's negativity detox, which she began early in 2025. Janelle has made it clear that her priorities in the next year are going to include her new home and her growing family, but hasn't been open about what else is next for her. While I've been paying close attention to Janelle's move and what she has coming next in recent months, I think the biggest thing to watch is what she does next. Though Janelle may be open to filming Sister Wives in North Carolina, if she stays where she's rooted herself, it could be a sign that she's not interested in returning for the show's future. Something in Janelle Brown's eyes has shifted, and I've been watching her closely ever since. There's a quiet, deliberate energy behind the way she's moving through the recent episodes of Sister Wives, and it's got me wondering, is she preparing to walk away from the show for good? Janelle has always been the pragmatic one, the steady force in the Brown family tornado. Where Mary leaned into the emotional drama, Cristin wore her heart on her sleeve, and Robin took center stage, sometimes reluctantly, sometimes not so much. Janelle grounded the family with her logic, loyalty, and focus on self-sufficiency. But lately, she hasn't looked grounded, she's looked detached. Maybe even ready to detach completely. I don't think Janelle is simply drifting. I think she's plotting her exit. She's been broadcasting a lot more independence, and it's not just about Cody anymore. That battle, her pulling away from a man who grew increasingly distant, dismissive, and often outright neglectful, has been playing out for seasons. We've seen the tension between Janelle and Cody hit boiling points over everything from COVID rules to the boys to finances. But what's new is the way she's stepping into herself with this quiet authority. Not with drama, not with tears, just a firm, almost serene decision to build her life on her own terms. That kind of peace usually comes after a big choice has already been made. Let's not forget, Janelle has always been the most comfortable living outside the traditional family structure. She once lived in an RV on Coyote Pass, completely alone, while the others scrambled for more conventional homes. That wasn't just about land or money. That was a signal, a test run. She was trying on what it would feel like to be solo, and if you watch closely, she didn't seem scared of it. She seemed energized. And now that Cristin has left, thriving in Utah with David Woolley and living the life of someone who knows she made the right call, I imagine Janelle's wheels are turning. Cristin and Janelle were always the closest. There's a sense that they understand each other in ways the other wives never could. If Cristin's happy ending is playing out in front of her best friend, Doesn't it make sense that Janelle might want a version of that for herself too? She's not chasing the spotlight like some other members of the family. She never needed Robin's favored wife status or Mary's long-suffering story arc to feel valid. Janelle's always been more about internal stability than external validation. But that also means she doesn't have the same reasons to stick around on Sister Wives. With the kids growing up and moving out, and her marriage to Cody more of a hollow title than an active relationship, what's really keeping her there? The show is shifting too. It used to be about this complex, sprawling plural family trying to make it work. Now it's more like a postmortem. We're watching the remains, the aftermath, the debris field of a collapsed dream. And Janelle, she's not clinging to it. She's not trying to rebuild the ruins. She looks like someone who's already found the exit. She's just deciding when to walk through the door. There was one scene, small, maybe forgettable to some, where Janelle was talking about her future. It wasn't framed with big declarations or tears. She was simply describing what she wants: peace, stability, independence. She didn't mention Cody. She didn't mention the show. She just talked about herself, her goals, her priorities, her next steps. That's not someone still playing the game. That's someone planning her next move off the board entirely. And then there's Maddie. Janelle's daughter, Maddie, has become a beacon of support and strength, building her own life away from the chaos of the Brown family spotlight. Janelle spends a lot of time with her and the grandkids in North Carolina. She lights up when she's with them in a way we haven't seen in Flagstaff. If you asked me where Janelle's heart is, I'd say it's not in Arizona. It's not in plural marriage. It's with her kids and grandkids in simpler moments that don't require a camera crew. Let's be honest, Janelle's storyline is nearly complete. Her arc from devoted plural wife to independent woman has been slow, steady, and honest. She's not going to make a splashy exit with fireworks and confessional walk-offs. She'll leave with the same grace she's always carried, quietly, respectfully, on her own timeline. But make no mistake, I think she will leave. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not in the middle of the current season. But she's emotionally halfway out the door, and once Janelle decides something, she doesn't look back. She's seen what life outside the show can offer: freedom, control, peace, and I think that vision is calling her louder than any TLC contract. If Cristin's departure cracked open the door, Janelle's the one who'll quietly close it behind her. So yes, I'm watching her next moves very closely. I'm watching the pauses between her words, the subtle ways she talks about the future, the way she interacts with Cody, now like he's a former coworker rather than a husband. I'm watching the shift in her tone, the way her eyes scan the horizon like she's already halfway to the next chapter. Because if Sister Wives was once about building a family, maybe now it's about unbuilding it, with each woman choosing what kind of life she wants to live when no one else gets a say. And for Janelle Brown, I think that life is just beginning.